1 year after the release of Metal Gear Acid, Konami released a follow-up in 2006, which took the name Acid to all new heights. When the game starts, we see Snake traveling with a group of mercenaries. Snake has no idea who he is thanks to some kind of accident that left him with amnesia. While smuggling his group of friends back into the United States, he's caught by an FBI agent who requests that Snake break into a secret installation to locate a special file he needs for one of his cases. From there, things get crazy. Just like the original game, the story is told using text-filled cutscenes. These scenes are all hand-drawn and feature little in the way of animation. Most of the time, the story is simply told through the use of Snake's codec. The style used is the same as in the original Acid, which is great as it worked so well there. Perhaps the biggest change in Metal Gear Acid 2 is the use of a peripheral called the Solid Eye. Essentially, the Solid Eye is just a cardboard box that sits on top of your PSP and gives the illusion that the game is coming out at you in 3D. You have the option of turning this mode on or off at any time via the game's menu. The core gameplay remains pretty much identical to that of the original Metal Gear Acid, except with minor refinements made here and there. You use cards to move, perform special actions, and to attack. Each card has a certain cost, which will decide exactly how long you must wait until your next turn. The randomness factor is still present, but again, it helps differentiate this series from the core Solid series. In Acid 2, there are over 500 cards, and now cards can be upgraded. When you begin upgrading cards, you'll notice that most of the time the upgrades aren't worth the price. The reason I say this is because they gain so many cost points. What's the point of upgrading a weapon card that will only give +2 to attack and +6 to cost? That's not always the case, however, so you need to be careful before upgrading anything. Venus, your new partner, will automatically have 3 turns, which adds another strategic element into the game. Like Taliko from the original Acid, Venus will add a whole new dimension to the gameplay and to the story. Gameplay variation is a big part of why Acid 2 is a better game than Acid 1 was. Here you must protect innocents, locate hidden areas, and sneak past all enemies. The good news is the majority of missions are really unique, which is great. Another appreciated feature comes in the form of the bird's eye view, which is very useful for seeing the field of vision from not only enemies but also cameras. From the video footage you're seeing here, it's obvious Acid 2 went in a bold direction in terms of graphics. The cel-shaded graphics break with the traditional grays the series is known for, and as such, the game is much more colorful. It helps make Acid 2 feel really unique. The frame rate issues that were present in the original game have been completely done away with here, so players are left with a game that not only looks impressive, but runs perfectly smooth. With a slew of different gameplay modes like Arena, a 2-player battle mode that allows players to team up to take on boss characters from the various Metal Gear games, Acid 2 is truly the complete package. Players can even use an ad hoc mode to battle not only one another, but exchange cards and see who really has the best deck. The story mode can take anywhere from 15 to 20 hours depending on how much of a card collector you are, so keep that in mind. Much like Metal Gear Acid, Acid 2 isn't available digitally, so Vita owners are kind of out of luck. The UMD isn't too expensive, usually coming in at $10 or so. However, if you want a complete version with those special 3D glasses, you're looking at more like $40 and up. This is a fantastic game though, and well worth playing. Just ignore those 3D glasses as they're not really worth it.